Hey, Close to My Heart fans. I'm really excited to be here with you today to share a brand new layout that I'm creating with the Aurora collection. This collection is all about the outdoors. Let me just share with you some of these gorgeous pieces. You have this amazing sticker sheet. There are pattern papers. There are beautiful cardstocks. There's a beautiful stamp, the picture, my life cards, and acrylic shapes, and I can't wait to use some of these today. I have also pulled out some of the mix-ins, which are coordinating patterned papers and cardstocks, and that's what I'm starting with today. I have this gray striped mix-in pattern that I'm using for my background. You can see that it's a pink dot. It's like a dot outline on the other side, but I think I'm deciding to use the gray instead. Now I have this 4x6 photo of my daughter, and I know that I want to use this Adventure is Out There sticker for my title. The Close to My Heart sticker sheets always have such amazing big phrases and words to use for titles, and so I often just go to that. I'm using this We Are Memory Keepers tool here. It's a powder tool, and it lets out just the right amount of powder to make that not sticky, just in case I want to move it around. I'm also grabbing the Picture My Life cards, the Aurora ones, because these are always great for layering. So not only can you use these in your pocket pages, you can use them for layering too. So I've grabbed a 4x6 to layer and a 3x4 to add my journaling to. So those are the other mix-in coordinating pattern papers. And I want to make this layout a little bit girly. I think if you have followed me here for a while, you know that I usually will add some pink somewhere to my daughter's pages. And since she has a pink hat on in this photo, it seems fitting to add a little bit of pink in there. And I think it'll look great with the other colors in the Aurora collection, including this gorgeous teal, which is so beautiful. And I'm trying to figure out if I should use that as a frame on the background or if I should layer it. And I think I'm going to layer it. So I'm going to just add that to the bottom there. And just having these layers of different colors adds more texture, it adds more interest. And I am definitely going to add a frame around the outside of that dark gray. But before I do that, I'm super happy with the way that everything is layering here. So I'm going to hold it in place, and I'm going to add my dimensional adhesive to the back of my photo just so that nothing moves on me. I'm also using my Close to My Heart adhesive runner here to add that teal to the back, and then I'm going to flip it over and get it a bit more stable. So I'm cutting 1/2 inch off of each side, and I'm going to cut this gray cardstock, which is in the Aurora collection kit, to frame the pattern paper. I love making backgrounds with pattern paper, you guys. Don't ever be afraid to do it, especially if it's a tone-on-tone like the one I'm using today. You can do so much with it. You can add stamping. I am going to do that. It doesn't take away from the rest of the design. So look how beautiful those colors are going together there, and that Adventure is Out There title really frames the base of my photo and really makes it the focal point. So I've grabbed the Aurora scrapbooking stamp here, and there are some amazing like intricate detailed designs on here that I just love, and I want to add one to the base of my page. I'm just trying to figure out which one, and I think I'm going to go with the Adventure Outdoors, and I love the shape of it. And I want to have it coming off the bottom edge, so I'm going to cut off the bottom with the trees. First, I'm using my gum eraser there because it's a brand new stamp and I want to make sure that it stamps really well. And I'm grabbing my Close to My Heart exclusive ink in Thistle color. This is one of my favorite colors and I love it, and I think that it will look spectacular on this page. I'm just checking to see if I want to do the first generation stamp or the second. I'm definitely going with the first. This stamp set is stamping so beautifully. I just love it. I think this is going to look spectacular. You can see there that I have some purples in my title, purple in my journaling card, so I think that this is going to look great stamped in this thistle color. So I'm going to just place it at a little bit of an angle here because I want my journaling card to slightly cover up the right edge of it. Look how fun that is. Gives it a more playful look when you do things at an angle. I really love this bear too, and in our family we have an affection for bears. We were lucky enough to be in the Smoky Mountains a few years ago and got to see a mama bear and her cubs up close when they walked right underneath of our chalet patio, and so that was pretty darn cool. So since that time we've really loved bears. So I'm going to add this to the top, and I love that it says wild and free. Super fun. Even though we didn't see any bears in from this trip that I am documenting here. And today, this is a photo from Zion National Park that we went to for spring break right before the pandemic kind of hit. And but the layout is going to be more about kind of a note to my daughter about how I hope she always keeps her love of the outdoors and, why we do what we do when we go to national parks. So I hope that someday she'll look back on this and really appreciate this layout. So here we go. I'm adding my big photo mat here. The only thing I'm worried about is that that pink is sticking out quite a bit. So I'm going to just use my scissors, not using a straight edge. I am just going for it, and I'm cutting off about 1/4 of an inch there because I don't want to cover up the bear stamp. I really like it. So adding a little bit more dimensional adhesive behind my title there, and a little bit more adhesive behind the pink. And I really like this stitched line from the scrapbooking stamp set. So it's a little bit tricky to make sure you have it nice and straight, but it's worth it when you really make it straight. I'm using sapphire ink first, and I'm stamping a couple of stitches across those different pattern papers on the right side there. And then I'm going to clean my stamp because I forgot to get my chamois wet before I started this video. There's always something I forget here. So I'm going to clean my stamp with my chamois and use the Thistle ink as well and do kind of a crisscross action there. So it gives a little bit of texture, and I didn't even have to pull out my sewing machine, which I actually don't even have right now since we are in temporary accommodation until we have our house. So it's quite nice to have a stamp to do that for me. So this border sticker is so super awesome, and I want it to look kind of like torn washi tape. So I just torn the edges there. I'm going to put one up at the top, one down on the bottom right side. And I'm seeing what other stickers here in the sticker sheet I want to add. I really love the stars. They make me happy. The navy and the gray stars. Behind the gray ones, I'm going to put little dimensional adhesive just so those pop out from the background, since the background is gray as well. Adding another one up there at the top with some dimensional adhesive behind it. And I really like this phrase sticker. It says scenic route, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to make that one work. Okay, these acrylic shapes, how awesome are they? And I'm really happy that I used that teal paper because it makes these shapes really coordinate perfectly on this layout. So this color scheme is just really beautiful. Pink and navy and teal and that kind of purpley color. So I'm just pulling out a few here. I like to have that tree sitting on the border sticker. It gives it a nice shelf to sit on. Maybe add a little star up there. I don't have a lot of room up at the top left, so there we go. I love creating 8.5 inch by 11 inch layouts. I find that they're so much easier for me to fit everything on. You can see there that I printed my journaling. I did that with my computer and Photoshop Elements. You could easily do that with Microsoft Word, print it, then stick your journaling card back on the paper and then run it back through your printer. It's a super easy process, and I like how I can fit so much more journaling onto my journaling tags that way. Here's a scenic root sticker that I'm still trying to fit on, which I'm not sure how I feel about it being there. I'm not loving it because I like to see that nice shape. I do like these arrows though, so let's go with the arrows. And I'm just going to cut them so that they fit. And instead of the right side, I think I'm going to put them on the left side instead. I might change that after I'm done with this video, but I am in love with this collection and this layout. This is one of my favorite photos of my daughter taken during our Zion trip this year. And it's really a place to have a love note for my daughter, to tell her how much we love being outdoors together and how I hope that she appreciates it as she gets older, and all of the beautiful scenery that God has made for us. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this layout. It was a super quick and easy one to create. Be sure that you grab the Aurora collection while it is still available in the Close to My Heart shop at the link in my video notes, because as of July 1st, that collection will not be restocked. So if you love it as much as I do, go grab it. It's great for your camping adventures, your hiking adventures, anything that you guys like to do outside. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll follow this feed and subscribe to see more Close to My Heart videos, especially the new collections, which are hitting soon, July 1st. So be sure to watch this feed for an unboxing video. Thanks so much for watching, and happy creating.